when you check the basic vi command he gave us, when you go to exit, it's on the the last one, quit vi, even though latest changes have not been saved for the vi call.
Hello, can I?
I'm sorry. You guys should just patience with me. WhatsApp. I'm trying to help those that are on YouTube and those that will want to watch it later, so they will have the link. Okay, I guess you can go on since I've just copied this stuff. Okay, so I think there's no other questions, right? The command is wait, the command is not
Can I
wrong.
address?
No, what I'm saying,
Question.
I know you're not getting what I'm saying. The stuff that I'm saying is wrong is that you shouldn't write this return. This word return there should not be there. That's what I'm saying. So this word where you go to return,
No, it
this
should
should
be
not be there. I think it should not be there now.
like it's part of the script. Like it's supposed to be like like a direction. You enter the hit the return to like part of the step is the process. So the question is how to exit without failing. So you just have to add everything inside. Like you're giving that one down this thing process for them. But normally when you type the code, you hit the return button and then it closes. So ALS wants to see all the things that you're going to do to achieve the so that is why that return is supposed to be.
Ikashi, I can't really hear you.
Well, even myself too. But
So
anyways, if the checker is saying
what
it
I'm
is wrong, that means it is actually wrong. That's what I just know.
okay, you just check my
No,
message
but
in
I
the
used
comment
the
section.
return and it was correct. They checked my the checker checked it for me, that done. But the problem was that at first when I was doing it like how I wrote it, it wasn't working. I don't know why, but later it was working. Now that was the issue with the code I just sent you, because that's exactly it.
Okay, okay, just read my message in the comment section. I think my microphone is not picking my voice very well.
Okay, so let's quickly move on. Then my test, most of time, let's quickly do the last part which we need to do, which is, I think there's no more question now. I think we should not waste much time on this aspect. Okay, what just happened here now? So my laptop is kind of like touching itself in the screen. Just won't stop. Okay, good. All right, so let's move on then. All right, so let's move to the aspect of Git and GitHub. I don't know where to start now in this aspect of Git and GitHub. It's like one of the stressful topic for me. It was one of the stressful topic for me to even create self because it has so much things to know. But what I will just do as for this night, I will still advise you to go to the GitHub, my Git and GitHub videos, more detailed. So I won't go detailed here. Pardon me. We're already late at night, like we need to sleep. So what I'll just do in this aspect of Git and GitHub, I'll just do the basic things you need to be doing while you are doing your C programming with Git and GitHub. So that's just what I will do now. Okay. So let me go back to my Ubuntu ls. Um, just hold on. I want to do something. Okay, no, okay, this is what is going to happen. Let me, okay. Oh, I'm confused. Should I use git bash? Okay, you know what? Assume, okay, let's do it this way. Let me go to the browser. Now, this first step now, ALX to first you'll first be asked to create a repository, right? So if by the way, if you've not followed me, make sure you followed me in Lexis code. Just look for Lexis code, okay? It might be necessary, especially if you might need some necessary information from my repo. Okay, so usually when you go to the Git, this is the interface you're going to have, which is what I just click here, the home page. So this is the home page. So now let's create a new repository. So to create a new repository, you can click this new here, or you can go to this place and click your repositories, then you also see a portion that will show new. Either ways, anyways. So let me just click here because of time. So I'll click on this, take me to the new repository. Um, this is another option for a new repository also. But before we even talk about this aspect of creating repository, don't forget the aspect of your parts, your personal access token. Sorry, let me check who is this person joining. Okay, someone left. Okay. So your personal access token. So for you to get that, just go to your settings. Where is it again? Self. Is it a password? Sorry, let me scroll down. Okay, developer settings. Yeah, developer settings. Personal access token. Which of them did I use? Sef? I think was it this. Okay, so I'm using the tokens classic. I'm not using the beta. So yeah, I think I saw in the group chat that some people okay, we were getting to see. I think this two option just recently came because the last time I create my own part token, I didn't see that fine grained tokens. So I stick with using these tokens. So which actually worked fine for me. So if you're using the fine grain and it's working for you, it's okay. But when something is in beta, which means they are still working on it, it's not really perfect yet. But if you want to be rest assured that you are doing that there won't be any issues for you, you can stick with the classic. Okay, so you can even create a new token if you want to create a new token. All right, so you can say generate new token, but I won't be doing that. But let me just click on this and see if I want to generate. Oh, it's asking me for password. Okay, um, just hold on. Incorrect, seriously. See, okay, anyways, just enter your password. I don't want to stress myself with this password thing. So enter your password and get to do the token stuff. And I think in the video of my Git and GitHub video, I said the only thing you should enable there is the first option that you will meet there. So the first option that you meet there is what you should enable. Or probably I should just let me see if I can sort out that password issue. So let me go back to that place again. Oh, it's not there. Confirm. It's not there. Okay, let me just be patient with me, please. Let me just go back there. Just so I will just so you see what I'm saying. Developer settings, personal access token, classic. Okay, so generate new classic for general use. Okay. Okay, my password. Why would I forget my password? Sorry. Let me type it. Okay, very good. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so confirm. Now, it will ask you to give it whatever name you choose to want to give it. Okay, so you can give it any name of your choice. Then you can put the expiration dates. I think I made my 3 months as I think was it 90 days. But you can customize it to your own, set your own dates. Doesn't really matter. But the major thing I want you to know is that just on only this first option. Leave the rest, please. Just leave the rest. You have business with those ones. Just leave all this one. On that first option, and click generate token. That's all you just need to do here. I realized that those some of my colleagues then that enabled the rest, like enabled everything. When it now gets to the point when the token expired, they couldn't like they regenerated though, like it tell you to regenerate a new one that your token has expired. But after regenerating, you now need to like connect it again to your GitHub. Like it was now stressful to them to the extent that there's one of my colleagues that we always needing to be putting sorry, who is oh okay. So you get to our next thing whereby for the person to push, the person needs to be cloning the part token every time, like cloning the part token every time in a way. Not even the aspect of putting the password, like cloning it in a way just to link to the GitHub. So just to avoid this kind of stress, just click on only this repo stuff and click generate token. Don't enable any other thing here, okay? Then generate your token and keep your token somewhere. Personally, I usually save my token in my um sticky notes. So if you have sticky notes, you can use sticky notes, it's your choice. All right, so that's just it about the aspect of part token. So let's go on. So now creating repository. So let's do a quick one. So I'll name this one my my first projects. You can choose to put a description if you want to put a description. Make it public or private. Often you usually want to leave it as private so that the checker can see it. Um, Usually ELS don't want us to add the readme from here. So just click on create repository straight up. Okay, so that means all we need to do here is just to put the name of the repository, then ensure it is public, then create it. So I'll click on create now. Okay, so we've created the repository. This is actually an empty repository, by the way. Okay, so it's actually empty. So let me go to my terminal. Let me create a new. Let me say ls. Let me clear this. Let me remove this directory, the test directory there. Okay, now I want to clone. I want to clone this repo that I created here. So what I will need to do, I will just click on this. And by the way, let me just say this. The first things you need to do if you have, like, if you are using a sandbox for the first time, or you are using your Ubuntu for the first time, or you are using your Git batch for the first time, and you install Git, and it's the first time for you to, and it's first time for you using Git in your Git bash, okay, you will need to connect it with your username and your password. Did they write this stuff here? Okay, it's not here, but I think it's in one of those my videos. I think I talked about it. Is it the second, first? I think it's the second one. Let me just by my son. I think it's a good idea. Okay, yeah, good. This stuff. So you have to ensure you do this stuff first to so that the Git will be stored as in your in your terminal permanently as yourself, as your username and your email. Same thing you are going to do in the sandbox also. Okay, so you can do the same thing also for Ubuntu. That's one of the important steps after installing Git. Okay, and it's a one-time thing. You don't need to do it next time. It's just a one-off stuff. So if you've done it before, no need of doing it again. Just stop there. All right. So just keep that at the back of your mind. So where are we? So now I'm going to git clone. That will be the next step. So since I create the repository here, so I'll go to my terminal and I'm going to write git clone. Then I'm going to put my HTTP link. So if you're using Ubuntu, I just right click, then it pastes for me. So the HTTP is this stuff here. It is enabled, which is this link here. So I click on the copy icon. This is the copy icon. Or if you want to highlight and copy, your choice. All right. So git clone, paste it, hit enter. It is cloning for me. So let's wait for it to clone. Okay, it's telling me that it's an empty repository, which obviously is an empty repository, but no problem. That's not an issue. We want to do this stuff ourselves. So this is the repository here that's created for us. So I'm going to enter inside the repository here. My first, as you can see, there's actually nothing there. So as usual, let's just create our README file. So let me use the echo to create the README. Let me just say simple readme. On the norms, your readme should be something that pertains to the project you are doing, just so you know. So don't just write rubbish, okay? I'm just writing rubbish because of this is just a tutorial. Okay, so echo, which on the norm, that means your readme, you should have been creating your readme with your Emacs or your VI to write a long explanatory content of what your project is all about. Okay, so readme.md. So readme.md. So we have a readme file. Confirm what is inside the readme file also. Simple readme. Good. So the next thing for you to do then is for you to create your files. You get your project files and the likes. So let us do just some brief play. So play, this is one file, this is another file, this is another file, this is another file. So I have 3 files. Okay, so those 3 files, all of them can have contents, you understand? So assume they have content, and whenever you are using C program, because surely in C programming, then you will need to get a file, create a file, and name the file with, like for example, main.c. It's just an extension for C. Okay, so main.c. So whatever. After you've created your project stuff like this, then you are set. You know you are set with everything. Then you want to git push to your GitHub repo. So now the first thing for you to do is for you to use. First, I like using git status. Now, this status will just let me know the changes that need to be committed or the changes that are already committed. Okay, so let me check the file that are being tracked and the untracked ones. So all these ones are untracked. That's why they are red. So I'm going to make them track. So for me to make them track, I have to use this command called git add. Okay, so I can say git add the name of the file, maybe readme.md. That means I've git add that. So if I do git status again, you can see this one is already tracked and ready to be committed, while these ones are still untracked files. So instead of us doing it one by one, me adding git add one by one, I can just do everything once by using a single dot. So a single dot will automatically add the rest for me and to make all of them tracked. So I click enter now. If I type again git status, you can see everything is tracked. Okay, I'm still on my WhatsApp. Let me cancel this. I mean, I have so many messages on this WhatsApp, like, oh, I wish I'm a robot to answer most of them. Sorry if I'm answering very slow because like I have many things to do at the same time. All right, so okay, so with the first artifact now, I'm sorry, let me answer respond to someone on my text. Give me 30 minutes if you can. Okay, so let's continue. Um, so that's the first thing. After you've created your file, you've done all the necessary. The next thing for you to do, you have to git add. Okay, so usually we like using git add space period just to make everything tracked for us once and for all. So after making it track, the next thing to do is to git commits. Okay, so it's for you to commit your changes. So to commit your changes, you write git commit, put your M flag, then put whatever commit message you have. So I can just put some commit message like added tags. Actually, your commit message too should be something that is meaningful, okay, that pertains to why you are committing or what changes you've made. Okay, so that's it. Then I'll click enter. So it has git commit, that commits the message for me. So from here I can git push. Okay, so don't forget this step. Git clone, enter inside the directory, create your readme file, create all the necessary file you are asked to create or you need to do. After you are done with those stuff, then then in your repo, remember this is our repo, that's my first project. Do your git add period, okay? Do your git add period, then do your git commit, which is this git commit I've already done here, okay? Um, sorry, it's okay. So sorry, I'm checking something on my phone. All right, so do the git commit. So that's the git commit. So the next thing for you to do there is to git push. Now let me show you something as regard to this git push. If I write git push here like this, okay, it's asking for my username, and there's something I actually wanted to say. I wanted to test here. I think the reason it accepts this straight up for me is because of I've already cloned it at first. Okay, like what I mean by that, is that I've already I took the repo first from here down to the terminal. As many is the case whereby you are working with your Visual Studio Code in your Windows laptop now, and you've already created your files like in your projects, and the thing is not yet in the GitHub, and you've not even created the GitHub repo yet. So there's another step of doing that. So that step is what this step is saying in this part that you are seeing here. Okay. So why this one looks easy is because we just started off by git cloning first before actually starting the work of our projects. All right. If it's the other way around, there's another stage is of doing that. Probably maybe we are going to try that after this. So I'm going to put my username, then I'm going to put my path token, click enter, it will, and I can't be viewing my path token yet. So I don't know what to do here now. Anyway, once you paste the path token, then it will view for you. Okay, so I don't think I should be viewing my path token yet. So let's just leave that. But I would have liked to see so that you're able to see the changes that will happen here after I've done the git push. Uh, what's the worst thing? What's the worst scenario that can happen? Even if my path token is viewed publicly. Okay, if someone clone my repo, sorry, I'm just thinking. Someone clone my repo, git clone my repo,
Please don't
uses my
reveal.
own username. Wait, uses my username, use my email. Ah, okay, no, I'm not supposed to view
Please.
it. Sadly, sorry, we're not going to do that. Okay. Okay, now let me just add one more to this. Let me just say something. Let me just write nonsense password just to get out of this space. So I purposely wrote rubbish password there. Now I want to mention something concerning git ignore. There's something called git ignore. I don't think I mentioned that git ignore in the tutorial videos. Please just mute yourself. I don't think I mentioned the git ignore in my tutorial videos, but let me just quickly mention that git ignore here. Although I think it's part of the advanced stats too. But this is not about me teaching you maybe cheat or something. It's just still something you just need to know. Okay, so let me still explain that aspect for us. So let me just clear this. Let me go back to the repo. My okay, so git ignore. What does it do? Okay, before I show you what it does, let me show you why how what can make you need the git ignore. So let me do Emacs play. So I put in anything I want to put in there. So I save, I exit. Now if I do ls, wait, oh shit, I'm expecting to see something. Remember that earthworm stuff we saw the other time? Or probably let me create it myself then. Let me just create it myself. So if we have something like this, touch, play, like this, yeah. Okay, good. So something like this, for example, and you want to git push. Sometimes people that are using Emacs usually get to see stuff like this, and it doesn't make sense if we are seeing it in our repo. Okay, so you just need to push it, but don't push this. So it's either you delete it from here, or you can use git ignore, and when you push everything, this one won't push with them. So for us to do that, I have to create a git ignore um, file first. So for us to create a git ignore file, note git ignore file is an hidden file. Okay, so git ignore file is an hidden file. So that's why I use the dots, the period in the first place. Okay, so enter. If I do ls, we won't see it here. So we can only see it when we check for the empty files. You can see we have it here. So ls-a showed it here. So I'm going to Emacs my git ignore. So git ignore. Now, what you just need to add in this git ignore is to put your asterisk and put that symbol. Now, what that asterisk means is there's something called wildcards. You've not got to that stage yet, but I think the next topic you guys will do will relate to it. So wildcards are something that how would I put this English now? How would I put this English? Okay, you know what? I will explain the wildcard when I go back to the terminal. But for now, just understand that you are going to put the asterisk and you can then put the tilt character which looks like earthworm. But if you want to do it one by one, you can do it one by one. You just write play asterisk. It doesn't make sense if there are many. We are not putting each of them asterisk. If you have 100 files, you can't be doing it like this. Okay, doesn't make sense. So that's why you need to use the asterisk. Asterisk is just like a way of generalizing everything that all files that end with this, ignore them. That's what it means. So the asterisk is saying all files that their name end with this symbol, ignore them. Exactly. Okay, I think that's explanatory enough. So let me save, exit. Okay, so whenever I then remember we created a new file here. So always remember whenever you are creating a new file, making a new change, or even making a new editing, you have to always confirm the status whether you may need to git add again. So which means I need to git add because I created a git ignore file and I also modified my play file. Okay, so that is git add, period, then git commit. So added, you can just put whatever stuff, added git ignore file, then you can then git push. You understand? So once this stuff gets pushed, so let me get it out of this place and put rubbish. Okay. So once you git push this stuff, it will only show you in your GitHub only this stuff. It won't show you display and this symbol. Okay, so that's just all. So I believe from this video, I believe you can go and rush now, go and do your advantage and get that aspect correct. So I just feel this is not even about doing some sort of cheat or whatever. It's just something I believe you just need to know at this stage. So I think let's just end here in terms of the GitHub aspects. Although I would have liked to mention something as regards to this part also. And also we have other aspect of Git branch aspects. Please just check my videos, please. Okay, you already getting to the day is night already getting too long. So let's just check my videos. You learn better about this GitHub. Like you can trust me with my videos, okay? So I believe I explained this part also. So this part is also important to know. Okay. The reason advantage of knowing this part is, for example, now if you're working with Visual Studio Code, remember, you can't when you're working with Visual Studio Code, you can't just come here and be using the Ubuntu unless you want to be copying and pasting the files here. So you can just easily use your Git bash in this regard. Right click and open the Git bash. So then you can then find whatever stuff you want to find here that you want to create. I think my desktop, I have this, look at this file here, C projects. Let me make a copy of it. Let me say CP C projects. Let me make a copy of it. So let me just say this is C new projects. Okay, this is a directory. Sorry, I forgot to put the R flag. Okay, so again, C projects. So I want to name it C new projects. Okay, I just make a copy of it now. You can see here, we have it here, C new projects. Okay, so that means whatever content that is after you work with your Visual Studio Code, which your files are in your laptop, right? So you can just come to your Git bash and then link it. So I just don't want to touch this main part. So I want to play around with this particular one. Okay. So let me do cd c new projects. Okay, now I'm inside the projects now. Now, what the next thing I need to do here, because I already have stuff inside the project. You can see I have 2 directories inside, and each of them have different stuff also inside. Let me open it from here also so you can see it. And see these are the same 2 directories, stuff like that. So just assume you have projects inside now. All right. So the first thing for you to do is to do git init. That means you are initializing it. You are trying to say this folder in your laptop, you want it to be GitHub related, like you want to link it to GitHub. So you have to start with writing this git init. That's the same git init you are seeing here. Okay. So to initialize it, so if I click enter now, as initializing empty git repository. So now it has initialized this repo now. Now this is now a repo. You can see the main added here. So it has give my repo main as the branch. Okay. Then now you can then add your normal git stuff. You're doing your git stuff. So that is let's just create our readme echo some readme so readme.md, so ls. Okay, so git status. Okay, that means I'm going to do the git add period. What's this saying here? That's wait. ls simple. You know what? Let me just get rid of this file. Probably it doesn't, even the way this file said look doesn't look like something that makes sense. It's too long. Let me just get rid of this. What am I doing? Cd rm dash r simple airplane rm dash r simple results. Okay, so now assume we have other C programs inside. Let me just create some kind of like C programs there. So if we have main.c, um, test.c, whatever. So these are the files you have there, your C files. Okay, so after creating your C files, so you have to then do your git status. Mind you, all these things I'm doing is actually reflecting here. So that's our git. Just the git status show me that I deleted stuff. That's what all this red stuff means. Okay, show me that I deleted stuff. So if I say git add, let me check git status now. You can see now. Okay. All this is I'm doing is actually reflecting my laptop, just so you know. This is it here now. These are the two files. Mind you, are seeing this symbol because I already have code blocks. Code blocks is used for coding C program. Okay, so that's why I'm seeing this app icon. Okay, but they're actually in .c files, just as expected. If I check the properties, see the properties, details, you can see test.c. Okay, so it's the same thing we're just doing there in our git bash. So I've added, so I have to commit, so git commit added some tags, then git push. Now, good. Now, when we get to git push, remember we have not started, we've not created the repo yet in our GitHub. Then next thing, let's go to our GitHub. Um, Let me get out of this place. So I need to create a new repository. I'm going to these repositories. So new one. Mind you, the name must tally. So I think the name of my repo here is C new projects. So I see new projects. Is there an S? Is there an S? C new projects. C, okay, perfect. It's the same thing. Okay, so I don't need to do anything more. Just create repository for me. Okay, so my repository has been created. So the repository has been created now. So what's the next thing now for me to do as usual? No, I know I want to git push here now. I want to purposely show you something now. If I click enter here, you can see the error message it told me here now. Sometimes always read this error message. Most of them are like guides to you, okay? So now it's telling you that the first thing you should do is to do git remote add. Remember that we've not linked it yet in our GitHub, so you can't just git push just like that without connecting it to the GitHub. So the first thing you need to do, you have to do git remote add the name and then the URL. Okay, so just that's quite similar with what you are seeing here, git remote add origin. Okay, so I can just choose, you can choose to just copy this and paste, or you can just type it yourself. Mind you, this link that is here is this HTTPS link here, which you can just copy it here also. Okay, so you can choose to just copy it like that, or you can choose to type it yourself. Anyone you prefer. So I'm just going to say git remote add origin, then I'll paste the URL here. Enter. Okay, so I've linked it together now. So you can also choose to highlight it and do it either ways for you. That works for you. So now let's try it again now. Watch something now. Git push. Now you can see what it's telling you again. Before you can use git push, one thing you need to understand that whenever we are doing git push, we have to first ensure that if we're doing it for the first time, we have to first link it first before it will work. Okay, so for us to link it first, we have to use this line, write this exact line here. Okay, remember the origin is main. You can see this is the main branch right now, main branch here. To write exactly what you are seeing here. Git push dash dash set upstream blah 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 blah. Now there's a shorter way of writing this long stuff. You can just write git push dash u. That dash u means all this set upstream stuff that you are seeing here. Then add your origin main, enter. You can see now. So that's push first. Let me refresh this. Voila. So you can see how easy and flexible it is. So that's one step of doing all this stuff. And also now, just so you know, let me do the aspect of git pull. Now, the aspect of git pull, let's take, for example, I made changes directly from here. Sorry, I'm quickly replying someone. Okay, so now let's assume I enter this space to make a change here. Let me edit this place. Now, probably I add some more stuff. Let me say some more content. Okay, so let me just say some more content. So I save this. Okay, so commit changes. Now, note I'm changing something directly from the GitHub, which I will not advise you to do. You understand? I won't advise you whenever you are doing ALS tasks. I have noticed most times when people do stuff like this, you'll not be wondering why the Git push is not working. Now, notice something here. If I probably maybe I create a new file here, .c. So since I've created a new file, remember, you have to do your git add and git push. Okay, so git add dot git commit rather. So git add and git commit. So let me just quickly commit these changes. New file created. Then now watch something. If I do git push here, and by the way, since you've done that first git push stuff, where I put that git push dot yo origin main, and once you've done that stuff once, you don't need to do it again. So the only thing you just need to do is just to write only git push, then click enter. Now notice the error message that will come out here. Now it's telling me that the remote repo is ahead of this branch here. It's telling me that this GitHub has been changed. I've updated something here. That's what it's telling me. That it can't just push. Both of them have to tally themselves. Their commits have to reflect. Have to be the same thing. So what can I do in this case? I have to first git pull. So I have to first git pull the changes that are here down inside my terminal before I can be able to git push back. Okay. So then I'm going to write git pull. It's loading. Where is it opening my Visual Studio Code? Seriously? Oh, I'm expecting it to open my VI. Oh, okay. The point is that we just need to write a commit message. Okay. So we just need to write, what's this now? Install. Oh, I'm expecting on the norms it to open your VI. Just so you know, if you are using the ALX terminal, it's open your VI. So just write a commit message, like just your usual commit message. So probably like stuff like just make sure you're not in any of this hash stuff. Okay, just stay in your normal place. Just write a normal sentence. I want to make changes. Just put in any commits, then save. I've not really worked with this Visual Studio Code, so I don't know why it's taking me here. How will I exit now? Let me check. Our terminal is still loading here. Oh, now I'm confused. Okay, I've saved the changes. What else? What next? On the norms, just know that on the norms, it shouldn't take you here. It should take it to your VI. I'm surprised why it's taking me here. But when I use, if you check my former videos anyway, later on, once you check my video, you realize it took me to a nano. When I used Ubuntu, it took me to nano text editor. But don't worry, to take it to your VI when you're using your web dev, okay? Then just write your commit text. After writing your commit text, do your normal saving of your VI, which is save and exit stuff. You understand? So once you are done with the save and exit stuff, it will. I don't like as I'm seeing this stuff here. I wish it would just save. Okay, probably let me exit. Maybe it will. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. That is what I'm expecting to see. So it will on the notes, you take it to your VI, okay? Just put your commit message, then exit. So you can see if I do ls now let's check our readme. The readme will be updated to what I changed. You can see readme is some more content, which was what I updated here. So since this one has been solved, then I can now go back to attempt my git push. But let me first confirm the status. Okay, everything is intact. Okay, so I can now do my git push. You can see the git push goes went successfully this time around. Then if I refresh this page to show me the updated stuff, I think I created a new file, right? Yeah, I created a new file which is some.c. So that's it. So I think this is just something about git of stuff. Okay. So I think this is about that, and we're in the main branch. And probably if you want to check which branch you are in, git branch to let you know which branch you are in, which I'm in the main branch. Or if you want to switch between branch, I'm trying to escape that part because it's like another long story of its own. Okay, so you can just learn more about that in my videos. Okay, if you want to create a new branch, just maybe git branch, the name of the new branch. So I can give it new branch as the name or whatever name I want to give it, enter. Okay, so if I want to move to that new branch, I can just say git checkout. Then I'll write the name of the new branch. So now I'm in the new branch. For me to confirm that I'm in the new branch, you can see the label here. I'm in my new branch. Or you can just write git branch to confirm which branch you are in. You can see the colored part shows where you are in. The main branch is the main branch I previously was in. Okay, so if I do ls, it's the same stuff. So the point about this old branch stuff, getting a new branch, a development branch, just for test purposes. So if you are testing some kind of stuff and you've tested successfully, you can then choose to merge it to your main branch. Okay, so maybe let me just create one file here. Let me create a file here, named file git add git commits. I'm trying to be fast, sorry. Something. Okay, so if I do git push, watch something, git push, yeah. Okay, new branch, trusting, blah blah blah. Okay, I have to do the git push because this is a new branch, so it's asking me to do that stuff since it's the first time I'm doing the git push. Now, if I go to my GitHub, you can notice, look at these changes here now. So is there new branch stuff that's updated here? So as you're working with a team, so you send the development branch, then everybody will check it to compare the changes you made there. Okay, just to see the changes you made there. I think this was the only thing there, which is this something. So they can choose to, you can create a request, a pull request, whereby your team will review what you did and likes like that. So if they accept it, it will be reflecting your main branch. All right. So then let's just merge this. So you can also choose to merge this to your main branch. So let's leave this new branch, going to our main branch. So I'm going to say git checkout. So I'm going to leave here first. You have to first leave here and go to the main branch. So I'm in my main branch. You can see the label main. Okay. Even if I do git branch to confirm if I'm in my main branch, you can see I'm in my main branch because it is colored there. So now since I want to git merge, so I'm going to them git merge and the name of the branch. So I've merged whatever I worked in my new branch, in the development branch, I merged it to the major branch here now. You can see that's the test C. So the test C is now here. Remember the test C was not here before. So I move it from the development branch to my main branch. Then I can now just, maybe if I like everything that are there, then I can just, I think I need to git add again. Let me check. That's why it's good to do git status to first check. Okay, that means I can git push directly then. So git push moved. Okay, let's confirm if we're going to see the changes in our. So you can see test.c. So I think that's all about that. I think that's the end for this GitHub. I won't say more than this. If you want to learn more, go and watch my videos. You get to understand better. So let's take our final questions, please. So any question? Any question? Anyone? Please, can we get this class for reference data? Yes, you can get the class for reference data. It's actually recorded on YouTube. I hope it has not cancelled though. Let me check. Okay, it's there. It's still on YouTube. So yeah, you can get the class for later, sure. So is there any question as regard to this Git branch? Okay, I guess that's it about that. I think we can end this meeting now. So I hope you understand. Can we watch this video is on YouTube and I've sent the link to the group chat. So do have a lovely night. Good night. Bye.
Bye.